Hi, I'm Nikki,
I am Alyssa.
And I'm Jamie.
and this is America's Ass is a Galcast. My boo-boos!
I missed you guys.
Oh, my puppies.
It.
I
Okay,
did. I missed you
OG6
guys.
Plus, it has literally been weeks.
It's terrible.
Yes.
Since we've seen each other because of internet problems and scheduling and just life.
Like literally.
We've talked. I mean, we talk every day, but like to see their beautiful faces, it's been a long time. How
Yeah.
are you? How you guys doing? What's new?
Good. How are you?
Just busy. But yeah, how are you, Miss Rock Star?
Yeah.
Passed my
Like,
test today.
Yeah, of course. We totally knew you were going to use that.
Okay, so full disclosure, it's a paraprofessional test. It's not super hard. But for somebody who hasn't been in school for 97, 98 was the last time I ever set foot in a school setting. So,
Yeah, it could be intimidating.
You don't want to know how old I was.
so I mean, it's been a cool couple decades. It's been a while. So I was really nervous. So I bought this book on Amazon and I studied it from front to cover for the paraprofessional test and just kept
She rocked it.
studying. Yeah, I got almost a perfect score. I missed four. Oh, I missed four.
Did they tell you what four you missed?
Oh, I missed 4 points. They're all spelling questions. Which, yeah. Are you surprised? No, I'm not. Nobody is. I'm a terrible speller. Always have been. So
that's what autocorrect is for.
That's weird.
And spell check.
Amy and I were talking about that earlier. We're like, I asked Suri how to spell shit all the time. And before I had a smartphone, I am not shitting you. I still have it somewhere. I'm not going to look for it now in all my books, but I have my pocket dictionary. I keep it in my purse. No joke.
So funny how you ask Siri to spell stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Dad will ask either Siri or Alexa when he is like writing out the bills. Like I'll be downstairs and down here working, and I'll hear him like ask one of them the question, how do you spell 80? Or like something like that.
Oh
how do you spell 100?
Right. But it's like, yeah, Alexa, how do you spell 88 or I don't know, whatever, like number.
I will not get an Alexa.
We got it as gifts.
I'm not a conspiracy theory kind of gal, but there's just something about an Alexa that's just kind of creepy. I understand that.
She for sure listens.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? I mean,
like there are times it'll be like, "Doo-doo," and I was like, bitch is listening.
Right. All the time I'm like, bitch, nobody's talking to you.
Yeah.
I don't want her listening in on, me screaming at the kids to pick up their fucking toys. Plus, if we did have one, my kids would drive me crazy with it. They would drive me nuts. My son would be playing Mr. Roboto like every 5 minutes, and my daughter would want the Mario Kart theme song. Like, seriously, that's all my life would be.
Nugget already knows to have it play hot dog.
He literally will go up to it, and he doesn't like say her name or anything yet, thank God, but he'll go, hot dog, hot dog, hot dog, hot dog, hot dog. And I'm like, she's fucking sleeping. Hot dog is not playing.
Right.
Oh man, my kids, they might be giants because of the hot dog song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So because of the hot dog song, then they have Here Comes Your 1, 2, 3s and ABCs or something like that. But they have like a whole series of like kid albums that
I had no idea.
Yes.
Wow.
And it's terrific. Absolutely terrific. You gotta have Alexa play
I'll have
it for
to
him.
look into it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah. Oh, so what else? That's about it, I think. I just, my life has been that. You guys, what have you been up to? Alyssa, your eyes look gorgeous. Your eyebrows look terrific.
Thanks. had them tinted last night.
Ooh, so nice.
Yeah.
Microblading out of the question. Too expensive.
For now.
But you know what we will do? When we hit 100 episodes, we do have to go get a tattoo. The three of us.
It'll probably be my first one.
All right.
I don't have any.
If you manage all of the poking and the needles that you went through to have Nugget,
Right?
this will be a piece of cake.
You know. All right. Okay, ladies. I have no Marvel news. I didn't look it up. And
that's okay, but we have another segment.
I was going to wait for that.
You can wait, but I'm just saying, in replace of Marvel news, we have a new segment.
We'll see if it works. It definitely works for episode 1. It kind of works for episode 2. We'll see how it goes. Because we're recording both episodes 1 and 2 tonight. So, yeah, I got my coffee at 8:42 at night. So we will see.
Sweet Jesus.
I'll edit as soon as we're done tonight. You know, whatever. All right, Liz, you've got the first episode. Oh, also too, OG6 Plus. Really want to explain really quickly. We're going to try to stick to like an order, but there are some some episodes that we may want to cherry pick.
All dibs on.
Yeah. Dibs on. You know,
exactly.
Like
so
episode 1 was supposed to be mine.
Right.
Oh, I totally nabbed that.
For
totally
clear reasons,
snatched that
this is
from
like,
her.
"Nah, I'm going to take that one." Okay.
We know there's going to be a zombie one. So
Please, can I take it?
I know I want the zombie one, but it looks like there's a Captain America zombie and it's Bucky. So I don't know. We can arm wrestle for it if you want. But
yes, I'd pay for that.
We'll have to record it, like doing virtual or not, maybe like virtual, like rock, paper, scissors or something.
Okay.
It's like
We'll
something like we could record for the OG6 Plus.
It's the final countdown. And we'll have sweatbands on.
Do like a montage of us like working out like horribly.
Well, right. Like you guys are going to be doing like hand exercises.
Cracking our hands.
Yes.
Doing
getting stress balls and getting our hands all warmed up.
It's gonna be the final countdown. Yes, we're gonna do it. You're like, Dad, just hold the fucking phone straight so you can film me, Dad. He's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
That's what a tripod's for.
I was gonna say, I'm sorry. No. I'm using my tripod. I'm not involving Dad in that at all.
Before we start, I forgot to say, welcome to America's Asses. We are an MCU-centric podcast by women for everybody. Right, ladies?
You got it.
We fucking suck. It's been like 2 weeks and we fucking forget everything.
Oh my gosh. Jeez. Well,
we're out of the swing of things.
We're out of practice.
Better late than never.
That's all right. All right, Liz, you're up this week.
Yes, I am. I totally nabbed this episode from Jamie because OG6 Plus, as you already know, the first Avenger was my first Marvel movie that I saw, and it's the one that got me into all the other Marvel movies. So I thought
first Avenger was her first movie and her first love.
Yes. Yes. So I thought it was only fitting that I should cover this episode.
I think so too. I think
it was kind of meant to be.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna fight it. Have at it.
You're like, go.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. So I thought it was a fantastic take on an alternate universe of my favorite movie.
Mm-hmm.
So we start out the episode.
Wait, time out. Quick question. Did either of you get a little misty-eyed seeing
like
the female beginning? Captain America? Just at all?
Yeah.
Not misty-eyed, but I was like, aww.
Emotional. Yeah. Like,
man, like you go, girl.
Like it tugged at the heartstring.
Yeah. Yeah.
Takes a
I
lot
do
for
have
me to
I do
cry.
have one major critique at the end. I have one major critique, but yeah.
I think I know what it is.
Okay.
Is it what you told us?
Oh, then I have two major critiques. But yes,
She
there's
just
that.
remembered.
Well,
Yeah.
what I told you, no, I planned on addressing that during your recap because it's that terrible.
I'm ready.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So the narrator starts off by saying that that time is an endless possibilities where a single choice can branch into infinite realities.
Time out. Did you notice during the opening Marvel sequence at the very end, this series, you know how each series has their own, like Wanda was like this bright red, and then when Agatha came, it was purple, and then
the Marvel
you know,
Studios logo.
The Marvel Studios.
Right.
Yep.
It
It's
changed,
a
and
cartoon.
then this one turned into like brushstrokes of a cartoon. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then the
They
whole
that was really
literally don't miss the smallest fucking detail.
Right.
swear to God.
Exactly. So instead of Steve Rogers taking the super soldier serum during World War II, we find out what it would be like if Peggy Carter took the reins and became Captain Carter. And we are introduced to our guide, the Watcher, and ponder what if.
Ooh,
So
okay,
in the event-
I've got some tidbits right off the bat.
Okay.
Okay. So, first of all, I just want to say that the whole intro is total Twilight Zone, Rod Serling.
It's foreshadowing for all the
love
upcoming episodes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It just reminded me of the Twilight Zone with the clock and just look at the
Oh yeah.
It
But like
reminded
all
me.
like the montage, like
Yes.
kaleidoscope.
Yeah.
You see like Vision and Doctor Strange and the
Yes.
zombies. And
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yondu. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So
it's awesome.
I read this. I don't know how accurate it is because I really didn't go deep, but when the opening, the outro, and the intro and the outro, apparently I'm told are directly taken from the comics. So
Okay.
that's what I'm told. And then
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
you're right.
yeah, okay. And then did you already say time, space, reality? Did you go there? Yeah.
Well, I just said
You
he
did
said that time is endless possibilities.
Okay. All
I
right.
didn't want to say his whole spiel.
Oh, okay. Well, he does say time, space, reality. It's more than a
Mhm.
linear path. It's a prism of endless possibility. And that it references two things. One, infinity stones, question mark,
Oh,
time,
absolutely.
space, reality. And then number two, the multiverse, right? So
Mhm.
obviously, I mean, that's not necessarily a tidbit. I mean, I think you'd have to be a complete buffoon to not catch that, right?
Yeah.
I would hope
Right.
so.
Okay. All right.
And then
Kinda.
the only thing I wanted to also note is that the character Autu, which is the Watcher, was
Mhm.
introduced in 1963 in a Fantastic Four comic book where
Nice.
he reveals
Oh.
himself to the Fantastic Four.
All right.
Ooh.
Very good. I do have a little background about how do you pronounce his name? Uatu?
I don't know. I was
Wait,
saying
I hear
Autu.
I hear
could be
Mr.
fucking
Big.
around.
Hold on. I'm gonna ask him. I'm not gonna fuck around with this one because he's like the main dude of the show. Hold on. And I wrote these. Hey, I wrote these a week ago. So I don't remember what I looked it up. I know I looked it up on how to say it, but I don't remember. Hold on. Let me ask Mr. Big.
That's why I just call him the Watcher.
Yeah. I was like, I
So
ain't
much
even going
easier.
there. I don't even think at the end when I reference him again, I don't even say his name. I just say the
I wouldn't
Watcher.
either. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what he calls himself.
Right.
Okay, I'm back.
I don't even think he said his name. He just said he was the Watcher.
No, but
I'm back.
But right.
All right. So it's
we know that his name. Uatu.
Uatu. Yeah, that's how you say it.
I wasn't
Uatu.
that far off.
You were not that
Mm-mm.
far off at all. You were not that far off at all. You were very good. Good job. Uatu. You know, I walked in there and the air conditioner, we have a window unit. because, 100-year-old house. We have a window unit up there, and it's like the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field up there. I come out here and I'm wearing like panty liners under my armpits, so I don't ruin my dress. Ugh.
Oh, I love it.
All right, so Uatu, you were right.
Uatu. Okay.
Is that all you had, Jamie, for Uatu?
Yes.
Okay, so I went in a little bit more detail into the actual Watchers. This I found some pretty cool stuff. So, the Watchers, Uatu, who is one of the Watchers. The Watchers are a race of space aliens who once tried to interfere in other cultures and instead created a nuclear holocaust. Afterwards, they took a vow of non-interference. So that's how they stopped interfering and they just became the Watchers, okay? Because they done fucked up. Uatu is the Watcher that was asked to watch Earth. And in the comics, he interferes all the time on Earth. Like, he doesn't just watch in the comics. He interferes all the fucking time. And then the Watchers also have a secret connection to the Celestials. Those big robot guys with like the 6 eyeballs. They're like those big iron giants, they're always they're always in the background of they were in Thor Ragnarok and they're in Guardians of the Galaxy and all that stuff. So, in the Earth X comics, it was revealed that the Earth is actually incubating a celestial baby, and the Watchers are working for the Celestials to protect that kid. And the Celestials also created the Eternals. So the show could end up having a major tie into the Eternals movie with the smug face lady. We're gonna see. Well, we'll see.
No.
We will see. What's her name? Smugface. What's her name? Angelina Jolie.
Oh, I was like, wait, who are we talking about?
I thought you meant from this episode. I'm like, wait, what?
No, the Homewrecker. But yeah, there's your connection to the Eternals and the Watchers. They are laying groundwork, ladies. Whoa, everything means something.
It sure does.
So in the events of where Steve Rogers is supposed to take the super soldier serum in the movie, Peggy goes to the observation room to see Steve become Captain America. However, in this alternate reality, she stays below per a look that Steve gives her when Dr. Erskine says, well, wouldn't you be more comfortable in the booth? And she looks at Steve and she's like, no, I think I'll stay. So then everybody else stays. I think I'll stay.
That's her Nexus event, ladies.
Exactly. Just by changing her mind of staying instead of going up in the booth, she stays, on the main level right by whatever the machine
stays in the room where it happens, baby.
Right. The room where it happened. The explosion by the Hydra stowaway still happens, even though she sees what is about to take place. So it's happens on the main level, not up in the booth like it was in the movie. And Steve gets shot, thus eliminating his ability to enter the chamber. And the stowaway also shoots Colonel Phillips, but from what I saw, doesn't shoot Dr. Erskine like he does in the movie.
Yes, you're right.
There's the Colonel Flynn is protesting her entering the chamber, and he tells Howard Stark to enter instead. However, he says he's just the button pusher, not a soldier. So Peggy defies the orders and enters the chamber to become Captain America, or should I say Captain Carter?
Yeah.
Because of the explosion the levels went down and somebody needed to go into the chamber, otherwise the project would
have failed.
have failed. Exactly.
Like it was like a now or never decision.
Right.
Yeah.
So Flynn is visibly upset and says he was supposed to get an army.
Fucking Jag, man. He played a perfect Flynn in the movie, and he does a perfect Flynn in the cartoon.
No.
Yes. So he says he was supposed to get an army, and all he got was a girl.
Oh, motherfucker! Oh no, you
I know.
did! You
Wait.
Hold me back!
So,
Hold me back!
And I'm like, I'm thinking how amazing, like how different the times are, because Dreykov, he would have loved the idea to actually have a super soldier woman, because that's what he did. That's what the Black Widows were.
Yeah.
Like that's all he did was use women. I mean, obviously not for good, but you know.
Yeah, I'm just
still use
yelling.
women.
Mr. Big came in here, he heard me yelling. He's like, "Are you okay?" We were talking about how Flynn is a dick and said, "I wanted a super soldier. All I got was a girl." Wah.
And he says, as he continues to undermine her, he says, "Women aren't soldiers, and they sure as hell don't fight on the front lines. They might break a nail."
Ugh.
And I now dubbed him.
Got your nail right here, asshole.
Right?
I now dubbed him Colonel Douche. So we have Captain Douche.
It happens all the fucking time.
Director Douche and Colonel Douche.
And Colonel Douche. Wait, we had another douche in Loki. Who was it?
I don't remember.
Oh, Agent Douche.
That's it. Asian
Ravana
Douche.
was Agent Douche.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So then the next scene is one of the first of many parallels between Captain America and Captain Carter. She is punching the punching bag and breaks it just like Steve did at the end of Captain America, the First Avenger, in the post-credit scene.
Mm-hmm.
So in this reality, she does not go on the USO tour like OG Cap did. However, the pair still have the same chemistry and both talk about having the right partner to dance with.
Aww.
Johann Schmidt is still an insane Hydra soldier and is after the Tesseract, and he steals it just like he did in the beginning of the OG First Avenger movie. Howard and Peggy are aware of the Tesseract and start their own mission to retrieve the cube. Howard gives Peggy the suit that she would have worn if she went on the USO tour and provides her with the vibranium shield that wields the British flag instead of the Lone Star. Next, we see Peggy hijacking the truck by fighting off German soldiers.
Wait, are they in Norway now?
Yes.
So a little tidbit about Red Skull going to Norway. Tonsberg, Norway, I believe it was.
Yeah.
So that's the same Norwegian village that became New Asgard in the movies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. In the book or in the comic books, New Asgard was in Oklahoma. So just a tad different, you know.
Just a little bit.
Couple
Maybe
thousand
halfway
miles
around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meh.
So she hijacks the truck that is transporting Dr. Zola, who is in possession of the Tesseract. And after Peggy gets it, she demands to be promoted to captain and trusts Howard with the cube, who immediately starts working on something with Steve. The 107th still gets captured in this alternate reality, and instead of Steve rescuing the unit, including the Howling Commandos, Peggy is the one who volunteers to rescue them, which results in Steve telling Peggy that he owes her one, and she replies that he owes her a dance.
Yeah.
Aww. So I love the fact that Peggy would have been in love with him regardless. She didn't just love him for his beefy muscles.
Right.
You know, in the first
like they
one.
were meant to be.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
But even if things were different. They still have the hots for each other, which is so cute.
Yeah.
Peggy infiltrates the camp where the 107th are being held captive and proceeds to rescue them. This time, Bucky is in the same cell as the rest of the commandos instead of being experimented on like he was in the OG movie.
Right.
This is the first appearance of Bucky being voiced by the original Sebastian Stan, and the beginning of his witty zingers. And he asked if Peggy is the Queen of England.
Really?
That's why
is that what we're going to call it? Is that
air quoted?
Seriously?
I said I air quoted.
Okay, I have big.
Nobody
feelings.
saw me, but I air quoted.
I can't. Yeah, everybody has their notes up. Nobody can see each other. Sorry.
I know.
Right.
But okay, here. I have big feelings about fucking Sebastian Stan as a voice actor. He can't fucking do it. Wow. Are you the Queen of England? I'm sorry. You shitting me? Are you shitting me? No, dude. You know what you do?
Every time he talked, I just started like giggling. Like, you're such a
I know,
dork.
right?
I mean,
like I laughed through this whole episode.
It was
because
honestly
of
terrible.
How
terrible. Use the word. Alyssa, use the word. Use it.
No.
Because you don't want to betray your boyfriend. Whatever.
No.
Mm-hmm. You know it was terrible, girl.
It was cheesy. Okay.
It was terrible.
It was cheesy.
He was, let me tell you. He is a fantastic face actor. Listen.
I'm just mad that my OG boyfriend was not in it. I'm a little salty about that.
I know. When I was watching, I'm like, she probably not happy.
Yeah.
That I was not happy about.
That would have been a great surprise.
It would have been.
I was waiting for it. I was like, no, that's not him.
Wait, I have a question. Is Black Widow supposed to be in this series at all?
No. If she is, ScarJo's not going to be the voice of her.
No, I don't think she'll be anything ever.
Again. I read.
She had her baby. Did you read that? She had her baby.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. They announced that she was pregnant, and then the next day they're like, "Oh yeah, we had a boy. His name's Cosmo."
They named him Cosmo?
Yeah.
Like Kramer?
Yeah.
Like the dog? Like
I was gonna say like the dog. That's what I immediately thought of.
Is that what she named her kid after the fucking smart dog?
I don't know.
From Guardians of the Galaxy, like the space
I was
dog.
thinking. Oh no, that's Comet. Never mind.
Comet's from Full House.
That's what I was thinking. Oh my god, never mind.
Oh man.
Cosmo Kramer from Seinfeld. Anyway, all right. Anyway, Cosmo.
Oh no. Cosmo is Comet's son in Fuller House. They get a dog.
I didn't watch
Cosmo.
House.
Okay, there we go. Never mind.
I never saw that one.
Time out. Do I have to watch this fucking show now? Because
I heard it wasn't good. That's why I never watched Fuller House.
It was just like Full House, like just kind of cheesy. But that was the reason why I got Netflix. Was so I could watch Fuller House.
No!
Get the fuck out of here.
Get out!
I swear to God.
Well, Jamie, listen, her first fucking CD was a Celine Dion CD. Are you surprised?
No, this makes so much sense.
It makes so much sense. This is why we call you our sweet baby angel. Swear to God.
My first CD was Beastie Boys' Hello Nasty.
See?
No, that was my first cassette with Celine. Although my first
cassette was Aerosmith.
My first CD was also a different Celine Dion, but it was a gift. And Britney Spears.
I never owned any Britney Spears, no Christina Aguilera, no
Christina, just Britney. But it was a gift.
Yeah, I'm of a different generation. I'm an Xer among millennials here.
It wasn't my choice. I didn't buy it. It was a gift.
But you know what, Alyssa,
with my first boombox.
Time out. You know what was a choice? You getting Netflix for fucking Fuller House. That was a purposeful choice.
Yes.
All right. Move on. We are done. I am done. Oh my God. I'm going to sit here in amazement and sip my coffee. Stay gold, girl. Stay gold. Mm-hmm.
Nikki's like, I'm done. I'm out of here.
You're so fucking I love you. How did you turn out so cool? Like, seriously, some of the shit you tell me that you used to do, I was like, this girl is the coolest fucking dame I've ever met. Like, how the hell is she so cool now? But then again, back in the day, we were all big fucking dorks. All of us. I mean, look
because
at
I'm friends with you. That's right. Why.
That's why. No. I mean, what earlier we're talking about our fucking eyebrows. I mean, all of us with our fucking pencil eyebrows, like we're stupid. God, we're idiots. All right, where did we leave off? I'm sorry. We are almost okay.
Hold up. I'm choking.
Comedy gold, ladies. It's been a while.
Yep. Cheers.
Cheers.
Salud. She joins forces with the Howling Commandos, and as they are fighting Hydra soldiers, we hear
that's right. That's where we left off. That's where we left off. I forgot how bad of a voice actor Sebastian Stan is.
And then we veered off. Yes. Really veered off. We hear radio correspondence by Steve, and he is in a Hydra Stomper suit with Tesseract abilities, which really resembles the original Iron Man suit.
Yep.
And
absolutely.
Miss Jamie, do you have any information on the C-15 that is visible on the Stomper suit before I continue?
Maybe.
Like I can't find my notes.
Well, that kind of sort of repositioning myself, because since it's not my episode, I don't have to like be super like close to the computer. So I moved myself. But yes, I do. The C-15 on the suit is a nod to Captain America issue number 115, which features Steve fighting Red Skull and finding the Cosmic Cube, aka the Tesseract.
Ooh, very nice. Nice.
And then also in Captain America issue 15, it featured Bucky and Steve fighting side by side. So there could be like dual meaning to that C-15.
Aww.
Cool.
Aww. After rescuing the unit, Steve yells, "Let's hear for Captain Carter," just like Bucky did for Steve after he rescued the OG unit.
Again, the stellar voice acting of Sebastian Stan during this bullshit. I think he's my friend too. Like,
right. I think he's my friend.
He's like I said before, he's a fantastic face actor, terrible voice actor. Terrible. Ugh. I know we love Marvel and MCU, everything MCU, but they got to take their criticism too, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
You can't have everything. Come on.
No.
Wouldn't be right.
No.
We see a montage of Peggy fighting off German and Hydra soldiers, and over here.
Do you know what song was playing during the montage? No, you don't.
I was like, wait, am I supposed to know this?
No, you're not supposed to know this because you guys are cooler than me. Okay? You guys are way cooler than me. It was Bugle Call Rag by the late, great Benny Goodman. Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
And the only reason why I know that is because I played it in jazz band. 1994.
Awesome.
Yep. Played the trumpet.
We see a montage of Peggy fighting off German and Hydra soldiers, and over here, Colonel Flynn stating that this was all his idea, which brings to light that he is even more of a douche.
Douche canoe.
The Red Skull reveals himself and is stating that the Third Reich will fall and Hydra will rise from the ashes, just like he said in the OG movie. Peggy and Steve enjoy a drink of scotch where she tells him that the effects of the alcohol don't last on her. Just like Steve had told her when he was trying to drink his sorrows away in the movie when Bucky died. Steve states that now with the serum, Peggy's outsides match her insides. And he says that he is still the skinny kid from Brooklyn. And
I got a question for you.
Yes.
When he says that, I'm still the skinny kid from Brooklyn. Now in a big metal suit. So do you think that was because Spider-Man, Peter Parker says that? He says, I'm nothing without the suit. I'm nothing without this Spider-Man suit. Do you think that was like a little nod or just like a
maybe.
Or a repurposed line?
Yeah, I could see that.
I don't know. I just, little man.
That's a good observation because I did not notice that.
Yeah.
Little man. We watch a lot of Spider-Man in this house. That and Thor, because the princess, her boyfriend is Thor, and
right,
then,
which those are like the least movies I've seen.
Right. And then little man,
reasons.
we got Spider-Man everywhere for little man. He likes, Aww. All right, it was just an observation. I just want to know what you guys thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are interrupted by Howard just as they are about to kiss. And he apologizes for the interruption and wants them to continue. He's like, whoa, wait. What's going on? Never mind. Don't mind me. I'm not here. And we find out that Bucky has stolen a Jeep. So the Howling
Fucker
Commandos...
can't even say he stole a Jeep. He's like, hey, Steve, I stole a Jeep. Like... Again, with some feeling. Hey, Steve, I stole a Jeep.
Okay,
all right.
Nikki, tell us how you really feel.
Sebastian, maybe just like a little more emphasis on Jeep. Hey, Steve, I stole a Jeep. Like he's whatever.
And not make it sound like a question.
I know, right? Like all of us. Like,
yeah.
Right?
What?
What did he say?
What did he say?
All right. I'm sorry.
We jump to the Howling Commandos and Captain Carter at the top of the Swiss Alps, where they're going to hijack the Hydra train. This time, when Bucky almost falls, Peggy grabs him by his left arm and pulls him up, where he then says, "You almost ripped my arm off."
But
and that's how he sounded. You almost ripped my arm off.
That's exactly how he sounded.
It literally reminds me
of
like the cheesy commercial for insurance from like the 90s.
Yes.
I've got something for you.
It's Eagle Man.
Yeah.
With Mad Cow, or what's his name? What was his name? Was his name Mad Cow?
I think so. I don't really remember though.
Even they have better actors.
Fucking terrible.
Right?
I still love him, but fucking terrible.
He's a fantastic actor. That's the thing. He is a fantastic actor. He obviously does not have this range. No. Although he's going to be in a couple more episodes. So maybe they purposely made him like cheesy 19. I mean, that's how they were. That's how actors were, like super, I don't know, innocent. No, because look at Peggy and Colonel Douche. He was
right.
His voice acting was fantastic.
Clearly, right. He nailed that.
Yeah, Erskine too. I mean, like they did.
Right.
The actors did such a fantastic job. But I don't know why they made him just. Did they direct him to act that way? We will see.
We will find out.
That will be one of my questions. 1. Yeah.
Yeah. So Steve comes in with the Hydra Stomper suit and tries to stop the train, but it blows up and he is presumed dead instead of Bucky. Peggy is upset and talks to Zola, where he gives up the location of Schmidt and the other Hydra soldiers. They want Howard to join and get him by saying there might be a few buttons to push if we bring you along. The group reach the castle where Schmidt is and fight their way in. Schmidt is using the Tesseract that he got from the Hydra Stomper to open a portal that houses a large octopus creature, and it proceeds to grab Schmidt and with one of its tentacles and crushes him to death.
Ooh.
Like, that's what you get.
Like Lovecraft.
Bucky and the Howling Commandos find the Hydra Stomper and Steve where they're relieved to find he's alive. Steve enters the suit and uses the generator to give it some power since it doesn't have the Tesseract, but it falls to the ground and Bucky says, "Get up, we don't have all day." As a reference to, I could do this all day.
All day. Yeah.
I didn't even catch that. I didn't even catch that. You know why? Because I was in such disgust. That's why I didn't even catch that. Good catch. Good catch.
As Howard and Peggy are trying to fight off the creature by pushing German buttons, yes, that he can't read, and her fighting the beast, the rest of the group join them, where Bucky says, "Who ordered the calamari?" Nikki's dying over there.
God.
Howard says he can't.
Believe it or not, I have a bigger critique than Sebi, than dear
boy.
beloved Sebi. I have a bigger critique than this. Yeah.
Okay, I have like 3 more paragraphs.
Oh, no, go. Take your time. I'm just saying. Like, believe it or not, I'm making a big deal about this. I know I'm over. It's like too much, but yeah.
Howard says he can't close the portal because the octopus is keeping it open. And Peggy says that she can push it back through. Steve tries to help, but the suit loses power and watches Peggy push the creature back into the portal along with herself.
Time out. You missed a part.
What did I miss?
Her drawing the sword.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Excalibur.
Excalibur.
Yeah. It was like she was like King Arthur pulling Excalibur out of the stone. You know?
And that is actually a reference to one of Captain Britain's signature weapons in the comics.
Do you know?
And that's
what's the Pacifics? I was gonna say the Pacifics. Pacifics. To the what are
no,
the?
I do not.
Okay, you are right. I have in the comics, Captain Britain. He has a deep connection to the multiverse, and I'll explain. And that sword.
Oh.
So Merlin, the wizard in King Arthur's court, was the first person who discovered and categorized the multiverse, according to the comics. Then made sure that each multiverse had a Captain Britain, to protect it. And each candidate could choose from one of 2 weapons, the Amulet of Right or the Sword of Might. So if Peggy Carter is Captain Britain for her reality, then this could be the Sword of Might that she chose. Okay. So in some comics, it allows Captain Britain to travel in between the universes too. So, yeah. Isn't that cool? Yeah. But yeah, I love the sword. I love that she pulled it out. It's like, Excalibur!
We then jump to the Tesseract being worked on, like it was at the beginning of the first Avengers movie at S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters. The Tesseract gives off energy and parts of the octopus spit out of it, along with Peggy.
You mean the calamari?
She is greeted by Fury and Hawkeye. Fury tells her to put the sword down, just like he had told Loki to put the spear down when he came out of the Tesseract. She said she's looking for Steve Rogers, and Fury then tells her the war ended nearly 70 years ago, just as he had told OG Cap that he was asleep for nearly 70 years. And she said she'll be okay because they won the war.
Oh.
Then the narrator says her choice gave birth to a whole new history and gave the multiverse a new hero. As for the Watcher, these are his stories where he observes all that transpires, but does not, will not, and cannot interfere, for he is the Watcher.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
I do have something about the monster at the end.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
The monster could possibly be Shuma Gorath, an interdimensional being that will devour everything it comes across. So Shuma Gorath is actually rumored to be the villain in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which makes sense because Doctor Strange defeats the monster in the Marvel Comics to become the Sorcerer Supreme. So this monster could quite possibly be a major key villain in phases 4 and 5.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So what was your major critique about this episode?
Okay. In the first Avenger, I don't remember Steve Rogers having an Iron Man sidekick. Do you? Do you? I don't. So why the fuck do they have Peggy Carter needing a fucking Iron Man sidekick? I'm just saying. Like, it just didn't sit well with me. She's a strong ass woman. She's a strong ass woman. She could have done everything on her own. And she did it all without a helmet, where Captain America wore a helmet. There's that. It just rubs me the wrong way. And if
he had a helmet only because that was like his costume, which he did in the USO. And
well, she didn't have a helmet for her costume either. She didn't have. They didn't give her.
But she never. But she didn't actually use the full costume.
Oh, okay, all right.
Because she wasn't in the tour, like she didn't go on tour like he did.
Yeah.
What my biggest question was okay, so in the first movie they kill Dr. Erskine, so obviously all of the serum and everything, and then they destroyed the last vial, so there was absolutely nothing they could do to recreate it.
Mm-hmm.
And, we know many people have tried ever since.
Mm-hmm.
But in this episode, they don't shoot him. He's still alive. So why does Flynn say, well, I wanted an army and all I got was a girl? Well, he's still alive. Can't he make more super soldiers? That's what I don't understand.
I don't know.
Like why they're saying, I get why Steve was the only one because they killed him.
Right.
But they didn't kill him in this alternate universe. So why wouldn't there be more like Captain Carter's?
Well, I mean, that was just a few months in. Give it time.
It's like
I'm sure.
I was like, there's only a 30-minute episode.
Yeah,
right. But I'm just saying, I know it's
okay. So that's your
critique. Follow along the lines.
Well, you know what? No,
but that was my question.
Okay, that's your question for clarity. Okay, we're jumping around here. So, okay, so your question of clarity is he still alive?
Right.
Got that down.
Because they shot Colonel Phillips instead and
right.
Steve.
Yes. All right. Yeah. Well, we'll find out. I'm sure because all of these are going to connect because you see in like the promos, they're all there fighting Ultron. So, they all connect. I wanted to just give props to Peggy Carter for being the international badass that she is. I just think she was fucking badass. She's man. I wish I was like Peggy Carter. I wish I was like Peggy Carter before the super soldier serum. Man, nobody could pull off a red lip like her. Seriously. I cannot pull off a red lip like that.
No.
Man. No, but you see where my earlier point was, like, why did she have to have a sidekick?
Right.
you
Well,
know?
and the only
Why
reason,
couldn't she kind of stand alone?
Right.
Yeah, I get it.
Because
yeah,
Steve
like
could
the
have
only
done
thing I thought was that maybe that was their way of like giving him a little more
like a roadie.
like more like a little bit more of a role in this. Yeah. Like maybe they merged like, two characters.
It did kind of be like Rhodey, like where when he got
Yeah.
shot and where she's punching the bag and he's, using the bars to hold himself up.
Right. Like
wait,
learning to walk again.
Maybe he's like roadie.
Yeah.
It still didn't
Instead
sit with
of,
me
like,
well
a
that she had to have a sidekick. It still didn't, because I mean,
Yeah,
I
get it.
understand what you guys are saying, that they had to put Steve in there somewhere, right? They had
like
to.
a little more than like that little bitty role in the beginning.
Right. But to be honest, no, they didn't. I mean, they needed to show that their love story. That's fine, but show their love story. Why put him in an Iron Man suit?
Well, maybe they didn't want it to be, because she's a girl, like she has to have a love story.
But it was still there anyway.
Right. But that was because it was in the movie. Maybe they didn't
Right.
want to emphasize it more.
I don't know. And then they still gave her a knight in shining armor.
Right.
Like he still came to save her. And it's like, we don't need fucking knights in shining armor. We need somebody to support us and love us.
We need somebody to fight along with us. And that's what he did.
Maybe
Like
I'm
somebody
just
who has our back, and he had her back.
He had her 6.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'm just being ultra femme. Sorry. I'm reading Gloria Steinem's biography right now. Can you tell? I'm getting real defensive. Oh my God.
No.
That's why I bought these big glasses. They're transition too. So, just like Gloria. But no, I'm joking. They're not transition. Okay. You know what? That was a fantastic
Yeah,
job,
great
Alyssa.
recap.
Great recap,
Thank you.
Alyssa.
I was so excited about it.
It was so good. Okay, so I mean, that was my only critique. I loved it. I did get misty-eyed. I was so happy to see. I mean, aside from that critique that I had, getting, being a feminazi and stuff, like why, whatever. Other than that, I think Marvel is really starting to represent. I mean, everything has had representation by women that they've been releasing in phase 4.
Oh yeah, they're doing great.
They're doing a good job. They could do more, but there's time to do more. So
right.
Eternals, I hear, is
trying and making
with all the
effort.
female, and with all the female writers and directors, they're really, and people of color. I mean, they're really starting to. They're trying to.
They're definitely being more inclusive.
That's the word. Yes, absolutely. Yes. And we love it. We love it. Okay, so I want to introduce to you, ladies, before we go through questions for clarity, I would like to introduce to you a new segment we like to call Changes, Turn and Face the Strange. Yeah. Perfect. So this definitely works for this episode, and there's only, I don't know how long we're going to keep this segment. We're going to keep it going as long as we can. So where we go through all the changes. So we call this cha-cha-cha changes, turn to face the strange. You get it? Like Bowie. Anyway, you guys don't listen to my music. You say I'm an old person listening to music.
We all have different tastes than me.
No. Oh, now you're so nice, Jamie. Before you're like, your music is like a 70-year-old man music.
Well,
it is.
When you and my dad share very similar music tastes, what do you want me to say?
Okay. Anyway. All right. Anyway, so we're gonna go through. I love you guys so fucking much. I missed you so fucking much. All right. So here are like some observances and just some things that I was thinking about, like changes in the multiverse. Okay. Iron Man technology was technically created during World War One, according to this episode.
World War Two.
Right? What'd I say?
You said World War One.
No, not the Great War. World War Two. So that means, and Erskine was not killed, right? So this goes along with your
Didn't appear to be.
Right? I didn't see him either. So that means more super soldiers legitimately would have existed in the MCU and in Captain Carter's timeline, right? John Flynn took charge of the SSR before the end of World War II. Although Flynn was, initially dismissive of Carter and believed that women weren't made to be soldiers, he did recognize her potential, right? And he probably took blood samples, and then Erskine's alive, and he
did take blood samples. They showed her.
Yeah. So they probably made their super soldier serum, right? So there's that. So there is, in her timeline, I bet you there are a lot of super soldiers. Also, too, because of that, I just thought of this now, poor Isaiah Bradley probably never would have been tortured. Because, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's number 1 and 2. Number 3, the founding of S.H.I.E.L.D. wouldn't have been Peggy Carter, right? What would the Peggy...
Maybe Steve did it.
Maybe.
While she was and stuck in the Tesseract.
Maybe. I bet you he might have. We'll find out, right?
How she created it when he was gone.
Right.
Maybe him and Howard did it.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe it was him and Howard. We'll see. So in the main MCU timeline, Hydra responded to their World War II defeat by taking advantage of Operation Paperclip and infiltrating S.H.I.E.L.D. and all that when they did all that. We can't say that for certain whether they would have done that in What If, right? We don't know. But if they had, the odds are good that they would have not even gotten that far because of Captain Carter's reality. They've been denied their greatest asset, Bucky fucking Barnes, right? They don't have the super soldier. That's the only reason why they were able to infiltrate. So,
well, that's what I was wondering, how they were going to, you see even in the beginning, and we've seen it in the previews, Bucky with long hair, like the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, that's the zombie one that we're going to arm wrestle.
Right, but I was wondering, like, well, how would he even get to that if he was never captured by Hydra?
Right. Well,
like I wonder how they're going to set that up.
We'll find out. Well, who knows? Is this all the same timeline? Are all of these the same timeline? They are. Spoiler alert, they are. They're all the same timeline. I have proof. Next week's episode, I have proof. Or today's episode 2.
Episode 2.
We're dropping both of these at the same time. Episode 2, I have, they are connected. But yeah, that would be interesting. You're right. To see how did he get to, dirty Bucky,
who doesn't know how to shower,
who looks like he smells like patchouli. Don't tell me that when you smell patchouli, you don't think dirty. Bucky Barnes, oh God, yeah. Dirty. Take a fucking shower. Patchouli is not deodorant, dick. Please. Ugh. I once dated a guy who used patchouli in his nether regions, and he wondered why I never
went to his nether region.
Right.
Yeah.
I told him flat out, I'm like, dude, do not use patchouli. He's like, doesn't it smell good? I thought ladies like patchouli. I'm like, no, ladies like, splash some Irish Spring on there, baby.
Right?
Come on. Whatever.
We like the smell of soap.
Yes. Yeah. Dial, gold dial,
Irish Spring.
You know who
Definitely Irish Spring.
Whatever. Lever 2000. Remember, do they still make Lever 2000?
I think they do.
I think they do. Or if it's not really out, it's probably at the dollar store.
I miss Lever 2000 because I used to love that shit. And then that was before gel body soap became so popular. Man, Lever 2000, that stuff smelled so good. Anyway, sides. Okay, back to my cha-cha-cha changes. So then, what if inverted the stories of Steve and Peggy, right? So that's what we're talking about now. So Captain Carter's heroism saw her go to the portal and she vanished into time and space and she emerged 70 years later, like we saw, right? That means 70. It's 70 years later. That means Steve Rogers lived all through the 20th century without Peggy. That means that possibly he didn't become old Cap because he went back to the 40s. He was old Cap because he actually lived that long. What do you think? Just in this timeline.
Oh, fuck.
Right?
Maybe.
Wait, I'm going even farther down this fucking rabbit hole. Remember way back when Loki episode 1, where we see a little glimpse of Captain Carter. Oh, I'm sorry, Agent Carter being brought in by the TVA. Her Nexus event was staying in the room where it happens.
Yep.
And right? And this did not happen yet. So and Sylvie hadn't killed Kang yet. So, or He Who Remains, she hadn't killed him yet. So none of this reality was none of this branched off yet. So she could have, that was her Nexus event, and she was never arrested or pruned. So now this whole thing is happening. Connections, everything means something. Girls, I am telling you, I went deep.
It was good.
It was.
Wait, I got 3 more points. I'll go real fast.
Oh, boy.
Next one. Think about it. President Kennedy may have never been assassinated because, as we know, Winter Soldier, when he was brainwashed, he killed JFK, right? So he would still be alive. Tesseract technology was far more advanced during Carter's time, meaning Howard Stark would have unlocked more of its secrets sooner than later. So moving forward through decades, this meant that the Kree that Marvel would be unable to infiltrate Earth and take the Tesseract, not meaning we would never have a Captain Marvel.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm telling you.
That's why this isn't the main timeline. Because it
so?
screws everything up.
It fucks it all up. And finally, my final point on changes, just by Peggy being in the room where it happens, Tony Stark's parents would never have been killed. Because there's no Winter Soldier.
Yep.
Mic drop. I got meta, guys. I got real meta.
But that was great, though.
Yeah.
All right. So do we have questions for clarity?
Alyssa already had hers.
Okay,
yeah, just
so
what I had.
Okay, what will happen with Erskine? Is he still alive? Okay, I have did the directors did they direct Sebi to be a bad voice actor? Like, did they make him? We will find out because he's in a couple other episodes, and we will find out if he has the chops. I'll give him a pass this one, but in the next one, if he is just as stale, I'm writing him off. He's done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm checking him off.
He was just a phase.
He was a phase. He was a phase. It was the hungry eyes. It got me. All right, ladies. Fantastic episode. Alyssa, you fucking knocked it out of the park, girl.
You killed it.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you got for us, Liz?
Find us wherever you listen to podcasts. We are on Spotify. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. Yeah. I haven't done this in a while. Okay. Sorry. And we're taking out YouTube, right? We're not doing YouTube anymore.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here's another thing. OG6+. If you knew, you know what? And the sad thing, my friend Bradley, we have 6 subscribers on the YouTubes. So now I'm like, maybe we should keep it for the 6 people, mainly because my friend Bradley listens to us on YouTube.
Okay. It just takes forever. It's fine.
I'll just keep it. You know what? I'll upload it at night. They'll get it when they get it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah. They'll get it when they get it.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure if I needed to cut that out or not.
I know. No. Go ahead.
Find us wherever you listen to podcasts. We are on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, and Anchor. And we are also on Facebook and Instagram.
Also, too, if you want to email us, drop us a line, give us your alternative theories, or just point out shit we got wrong or point out stuff we missed, you can email us at americasassesgalcast@gmail.com. And you can also do another thing for us. You can like us,
love us,
follow us,
rate us,
review us,
and subscribe to us.
and one more thing. I love you.
love you.
I love you.
3,000! Boom! Shakalaka! Do the TikToks. Here's something I wanted to tell you too. The algorithm on my TikToks, terrible. Absolutely terrible. I am off of Marvel.
Algorithm.
I am off of Marvel. I am off of Hot Meat Men,
I'm on Hot
Thirst
Meat
Trap.
Men.
I am off of Thirst Trap. I'm off of Marvel.
I keep sending them to you, so I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why either. I am all about my algorithm is all like vax shit. It's all COVID shit.
Yeah.
I gotta get off of it.
That. Yeah.
I don't
need that.
I get so up. Well, you guys, no, I don't need it because I get so incredibly emotional about it.
I know, like TikToks is supposed to be like your escape brain space.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. I don't go to TikToks for my news
stuff.
Right. I don't go to TikToks for my news. I go to the TikToks.
Go there for my news.
I don't. I go there for entertainment.
Yeah.
And to gaggle and Google at
relax
men.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I gotta start doing different TikToks.
When thirst traps are sent to you, click the heart. That helps your algorithm.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm new to the TikToks, girls. I just started like mid-pandemic. I got a coffee burp. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that one burned. I'm drinking coffee too late at night and I'm going to have heartburn.
You're going to pay for it.
I know, but I was so tired. I was up at 4 a.m. today and I had to do it.
Now she's not going to be able to sleep because she has heartburn.
That's okay. I'll just stay up and edit.
Tums.
I'll just edit all night. It's all good.
This has been America's Asses.